Okay, so we are live also. Done. Raja Guhya Yoga, the most confidential knowledge. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Om Jnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauruvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivas Adi Gauru Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Nam Hare Hare. So chapters divided into 4 parts. Krishna's glories, the knowledge is about to reveal. Glorify the knowledge. He says this is the king of all the knowledge. And then Krishna reveals his Aishwarya. Who can hear about Aishwarya of the Lord? The devotees. So Krishna reveals Aishwarya and how Krishna is controlling the world. Krishna talks about different kinds of worship. And then at the end, Krishna talks about glories of his own bhakti, Krishna bhakti. Okay? Shri Bhagavan Vacha idam tu te guhyatamam prabhakshyami anusuyave jnanam vijnana sahitam yat gyatva moksha se ashubhat. My dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, because you are not envious, I shall impart you this most secret wisdom, knowing which you shall be relieved from the miseries of material existence. Please note here, there is no question by Arjuna. Krishna is himself wants to tell something more about himself. That's the nature of a good teacher. He wants to tell. Not that you pay me, then I teach. No, teacher wants to teach. His satisfaction should be in teaching. I want to tell you something more, Arjuna, for your good. Yes, Krishna, every word is like nectar. So, ideal student, ideal teacher. And what is the benefit of knowledge? It relieves the miseries of material existence. Simply academic knowledge, how to bend iron, does not do that. But spiritual knowledge is special because, therefore, it is the king of knowledge. Raja Vidya, king of all the knowledge, because it saves us from the miseries of material existence. 3 confident truths revealed in Bhagavad Gita. Yes, we discussed many times. Anybody would like to tell? What are the 3 truths? Is a confidential thing. Goyad, Guhyatara, Guhyatamam. Anybody? Raj Guhya. Guhyatamam. Here the word is Goyad, Guhyatara, Guhyatamam. Guhyad means secret. Guhyatara means more secret. Guhyatamam means most secret. Yes, Kusum Lata, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Kusum Lata, Mataji.
Yes. Confidential, more confidential, most confidential.
Very good. Guhyad. So what is the confidential knowledge taught in Gita?
About the body and soul.
Very good. And what is the more confidential knowledge taught in Bhagavad Gita? Paramatma. Paramatma. Yes. And what is the most confidential knowledge taught in Bhagavad Gita? Most confidential, you said something about Bhagwan. Okay? About Krishna's sweet pastimes. Like Krishna is now sitting with a parrot here. See how beautiful Krishna looks. And so enjoyable pastime. You must have all of you heard the word Satchidananda. The first one, Guhyat, talks about Sat, eternity. We are not body, we are spirit, soul, and the soul is eternal. That is Sat. Chit, all-knowing aspect of the Lord. The Lord knows everything that's going on everywhere. Chit, that is Paramatma feature. Paramatma feature is eternal and has all-knowing feature. He knows everything. But real Ananda, when the wonderful pastimes are with the Krishna Loka or Vaikuntha Loka, with the Lord, with the devotees, with pure love, they exchange rasa. That is called Sat, Chit and Ananda. Okay? Goyat, Goyatara, Goyatamam. So you can make some chart and all these things, and I hope you have understood. Any questions on this? Guhyat, Guhyatara, Guhyatamam. That's why the Guhyatamam word comes. That's what I explained to you. No questions? Is it clear to everybody? Okay. So what are the things is we done? Raj Vidya, Raj Guhya, Pavitramidamuttamam, Prataksha Dharmam, Susukham Kartumavayam. Raj Vidya, what is taught in Bhagavad Gita, is the king of knowledge, Raj Vidya. Raj Guhyam, it is very, very confidential. Pavitram, it is very pure. Idamuttam, it's the topmost. Prataksha Dharmam, it can be directly perceived. Susukham Kartumavayam, it is very, very joyfully performed. Raj Vidya, Raj Guhyam, Pavitramidamuttamam, Prataksha Dharmam, Susukham Kartum Avayam. So nice. Susukham. It is very joyfully performed. So why does Krishna call Bhagavad Gita is called a Raj Vidya? Anybody? Why? It is king of all the knowledge. So many knowledge is there. Why Gita is called the king? That we can spend actually hours on this shloka. There's so many kind of knowledge we have, but the knowledge only teaches how to enjoy within this word. Bhagavad Gita teaches you how to go out of this word and go to meet the Lord face to face. Therefore, it is Raj Vidya. Just like in previous chapter, Krishna says, doesn't he say, Parastasmat bhavo anyat vyakte avyakta sanatana. Come back, my dear child. Come back to the spiritual world. Therefore, it is a king of knowledge. Like you're staying in jail, the greatest knowledge in jail is how to get out of the jail. Now, how to live in the jail is not the greatest knowledge. Raj Guhyam is very, very confidential. Even big scientists for the last 300 years, they even got Nobel Prize but could not understand this because it is very secret. Guhya, secret. Pavitram, it is very, very pure. So unless you live a pure life, you cannot understand this knowledge. Drinking in one hand, having meat in another hand, and Britishers came trying to understand Bhagavad Gita. Max Muller and the gang could not understand one word. Pavitra, Uttamam, topmost. Take care, please. Prataksha Agamam Dharmam. It's not story. You can see it. What is said in Bhagavad Gita can be directly perceived. Prataksha. Prataksha means you can perceive it. It's not some story, mythology. This is not mythology. We should never use the word mythology for Vedic literature. It's a great insult. Mythology means myth. It's not myth, it's a fact. Therefore, it's a prataksha. You can perceive it. Susukam. It is very joyfully performed. When you chant Hare Krishna, you read Bhagavad Gita, actually you become Sataguna and you become very joyful. And then as you progressing in Krishna consciousness, you experience spiritual joy. So there is happiness and only happiness here. Susukam kartum avayam. They say smile. How can I be positive? That's all nonsense. How can we smile and be positive? We have to be in Sataguna. In Tamoguna, nobody can be positive. We can only cry all the time. That is Shudra. Shudra means you always cries all the time. And Brahmana means is always smiling all the time. They may have the same difficulty, but Brahmana is enlightened in knowledge, always smiling, happy. Brahma Bhuta, Prasannatma. And Shudra means, he did like that. Anybody like that, he is a Tamoguna. Crying means Tamoguna. And happy person means Satoguna. Rajoguna means disturb, in between. Satvik is happy, Rasik is disturbed, Tamsik is mad. So because this is for purifying, therefore Susukha, very happily performed. So anybody takes to devote service to the Lord, Raj Guhya, which is the most confidential knowledge, becomes happy. That is the first symptom that you have actually entered knowledge. Any person, first symptom of enlightenment is Klesha Agni. You should be free from any anxiety. Shubhada. You should develop so many auspicious qualities. That means he has come to a right guru and he has a right process with him. Ashadana Purusha Dharmasya Asya Parantapa Aprapya Mam Nivandante Mrityu Samsara Vartamani. But if there is no faith, you cannot understand anything. Faith is important, anything. You want to go from here to some place, you sit in an airplane, how do you know it will reach that place? How do you know? How do you know these people are cheating you? Airlines may actually take you to some dangerous place or throw you in the ocean. How do you know? You are moving by faith only. Everything in life, there is, without faith, you don't move one step. But faith should not be blind. And the faith, when it is there in the Shastra, on the Acharyas, and it's Krishna, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, that faith is fine. That's not blind. That's practical faith. We need faith. Without faith, we can't move. But faith should not be blind. It's a very big subject. What is the difference between blind faith and practical faith? But in brief, you understand this. We need faith to move. But if you doubt too much, it becomes some kind of a disease. Say, I'll give you an example to understand this. Difference between blind faith, practical faith, and skeptic. Suppose you get a pain in your stomach, kidney stone, and you go to the doctor and it pains miserably. I didn't have it, but one of my colleagues got it. I know it was miserable. It's excruciating pain it is. So he went to the doctor. The doctor saw he was suffering. Doctor said, wait a minute. He did some scan, everything. And after that, he said, my dear sir, the stones are very big and we cannot destroy it by this. You have to do some intervention. Just by some medicine, it will not go. We'll have to break your stones as we allow us this process, that process, this process. Okay. And then what happened? The person got cured. So first thing was faith in it. He saw a doctor, that's a guru. And then he checked with another doctor, second opinion, that becomes sadhu, or great doctors in the history, and you have their works. And the Shastra, the books of medicine, all the three said kidney stone of that size should be removed by intervention. When Guru Sadhu Shastra you follow in any field, at the end of it, his pain got relieved. He became convinced it works. That is called practical faith. Blind faith is you have pain in the stomach, you go to the bus stop, you don't go to Guru Sadhu Shastra, you go to bus stop and say, what do you think I should do? Yeah, it's paining so much. I think you should go for a jog. My God, he may die. It's just stupid. Any advice, the person is not authority and you follow anybody, everybody. That is called blind faith. And there is something called skeptic. Even if any respected field, let him choose whichever field he wants. The Guru Sadhu Shastra, all the three say parallelly, then actually this kidney stone should be removed. The doctor says so, and some family doctor confirms it, and then the books say, yes, at that size, the stone should be removed. And if he's still doubting, he's called skeptic. It's a disease. So that is what Krishna is talking about here, Ashradadana, blind faith. You're not going to progress if you, skeptic, if you keep doubting too much. Doubt also has a limit. Simply doubting is not good. In fact, rather, doubting an authority is a sign of foolishness, not sign of intelligence. Okay. This much is clear. Anybody has any question on faith? It's a very big topic, actually, faith. Anybody has any question on faith? Okay. So I continue. Now this is very difficult shloka. This chapter is actually a very big chapter. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murti naha mastani sarva bhutani naham teshu. Krishna is saying, I in my unmanifest form, please note the word avyakta. Vyakta nahi, vyaktitva nahi hai usme. Avyakta, the energies, impersonal energies of the Lord, is saying, by that I am pervading everywhere. Mastani sarva bhutani. Everybody is in that way in me. Naham teshu avasita, but I am not there. My personality is not there. Avyakta, vyaktitva nahi hai usme. Just like the powers of the king are everywhere, but king is not there. He's sitting in his palace. So similarly, Krishna's energies are everywhere. And because of that, everything is manifested. But he's independent of his energy, the energetic, the beyond the Shaktiman, the Lord. He's having sweet pastimes on the lap of Mother Yashoda. He's playing. He's happy there. Independent of all the details of creation. You can appreciate? Now, did anybody understand? Can anybody else explain the shloka? It's a controversial shloka. Krishna is saying, entire universe is pervaded in my energy. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. It's controversial. I am there, but I am not there. So therefore, whenever you say I am there and not there, means you have to detail understand why is he speaking contradictory words. Because he is there in an impersonal way, but personal way is there in Vaikuntha. One answer. He is there, but he is not visible to you. He is there, but he is not visible to any one of us. Therefore, he is avasthita, he is not there. Okay? When you say, I'm sitting in class, but I'm not there, what does it mean? That means the heart is somewhere else. So when you say contradictory words, there is some meaning. Mastani sarva bhutani, all living entities are in me, but I am not there. Because I have my personal existence, independent of the mental world. Generally, people's understanding of God is G-O-D, God, and generator, operator, destroyer. Beyond G-O-D, God, understanding is understanding of Krishna in the spiritual world. Okay, generally understanding in other religion, God say, is the creator, maintainer, and destroyer. Beyond that is Krishna playing with his Sudama. Krishna is playing with his wonderful devotees in the spiritual world eternally. That is beyond this G-O-D. Okay. So I hope you understand all beings are in me, but I am not in them. Yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Krishna continues this. Behold my mystic. Pashyame yogamayasharam. Krishna uses the word Pashyame yogamayasharam. Behold my mystic opulence. That everything is, even though everything is coming out of me, it does not rest in me. Oh. Although I am the material living entity, and although I am everywhere myself as a very source of creation, behold a mystic opulence. I am there, but I am not there. This is my mystic opulence. For us, it is not possible. We are there or not there, but that's not. Both cannot be true at the same time. Because God has various dimensions, Sachidananda dimension. Understand that the mighty being blowing everywhere, rest everywhere in the sky, all created beings are in me. So Krishna is helping you understand this difficult concept. So all living, just like in the wind, rest in the sky. So everything rests in Krishna. Then Krishna is continuing 9.7. At the end of the millennium, all material manifestation enter into my nature, and at the beginning of the millennium, I put a sacred. This is Bhuta Bhuta Praliyate. Krishna is creating and destroying. Krishna is creating and destroying through the agency of Brahma. The whole cosmic order is under me, under my will. It is automatically manifested again and again under my will, and at the end. So Krishna's will is predominating. Nobody can surpass Krishna's will. But Krishna says, still all this work cannot bind me. I am ever detached, seated as though neutral. Maya dakshena prakriti suyate characharam ahiturane konteya jagati vipartite. Maya adhyakshena, the whole mental energy is working under my direction. It's not independent. Suyate characharam, and manifesting all moving and not moving. Hetunane konteya jagati viparivartate. Material nature is working in the Maya direction, producing all moving and non-moving beings. By its rule, the manifestation created and annihilated again and again. So does Krishna come under the influence of, does Maya when he comes to the human form? No, Maya cannot touch him. Avajanati mahamudha manushim tarumashritam param bhava vajanato mahabhuta maheshwara. No, when Krishna comes to this world, Maya cannot touch him. But fools think it is like that. Krishna, such people who think that Maya can touch me, govern me, control me, are fools. Avajanati manushim tanumash. When I come in the human form, they make fun of me. Just like somebody I met recently. He said he saw the whole Mahabharata serial. Okay, so I said, what is the result? The result is, sir, I'm not able to understand so many activities of Pandavas. And even Krishna, I'm getting doubts why he did so many things. I said, we were wasted your time. What is the use of hearing such nonsense? So we hear such idiots, and what will happen? Mahanushim tanumash. We think Krishna is also one of us when he comes to this world. We can tippani on him also. Param bhava janat. They don't know the supreme nature of the Lord. Param bhava janato mahabhuta maheshwaram. They do not know my supreme nature, that I am the Lord of all, the Maha Ishvara, the controller of everybody. Mogasha moga karmano moga jnana vichetasaha rakshasi mahasharim cheva pragati mohanishata. These people who make fun of me and they pull me down to their level, mogasha, they're all aspiration, asha will be finished, destroyed. Moga karmano, they're all it is so offensive, or all the activities, the result is finished. That all aspirations are finished. Moga Jnana, all knowledge is finished. And they will be born in the Rakshasim Asuram Yoni. See, there is severe punishment for the idiots who comment on the Lord. It's very, very serious. The wrong association by the misguided by blind people. People unfortunately start commenting on the pastimes of the Lord and his great servant. And this is the result after that. Mogasha moga karmano moga jnana vichetasaha rakshim asunim chaiva prakriti mohinim shita. We should be careful. Take guidance, take understanding, but don't come to conclusion without proper study under guidance. But people don't do that. By their own sit, they make an analysis of all the pastimes, what they've heard. They heard so many things, something are wrong, something are correct, and they have to synchronize the whole thing. And then they make a khichdi in trying to understand. This is the translation. Though the bewildered, attracted, demonic, and atheistic in that deluded condition, their hopes of liberation, their fruitive activity in the culture of knowledge are all defeated. Okay. Is any question till now? So everybody is clear? Yes, Vandana Mataji, nice point. Thank you. Any other question? Is it clear to everybody till now what we discussed? Hare Krishna, Anushri.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Harshali. Kusumlata. Vaishnavi.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is it clear? No problem?
No problem, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you. Then I proceed. Now, Krishna, after talking about this unfaithful people who doubt the position of Krishna, talks about Mahatmas. Mahatmanu tu mam partha devim prakriti mashrita. They are so great, they come under the special protection of the Lord called Devi Prakriti. Bhajanti ananya manaso. They start doing bhajana without any distraction. Gyata bhuta adim avayam. So Mahatmanu tu mam partha, the great souls, they are under Devi Prakriti, spiritual energy. And what is the result when somebody is under spiritual energy? Bhajanti ananya manaso. He does bhajan without any distraction. Gyata bhuta adim avayam. Knowing me to be origin of everything and inexhaustible. So there's a great saint here. Anybody knows the name of this great saint sitting here? And what happened? What is the pastime? Anybody? Nobody knows the meaning of this.
Easy Surdas Prabhu?
No.
Madhvendra Puri Mahaprabhu.
Shubham, thank you. That is Madhvendra Puri, very great devotee of the Lord.
Yeah.
He is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, his Anushri has also written Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Guru's Guru. Okay, great. What is the difference between Mahamaya and Yogamaya? Devim Prakritim here refers to Yogamaya. What is the difference between Yogamaya and Mahamaya? Who is governed by Mahamaya? Who is governed by Yogamaya? What are their effects? Yes. Please start. Anybody?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes. Divyanita, thank you.
Prabhuji, Mahamaya is something that we are in, and
Hmm.
Yogamaya is something in which the great devotees of Lord are in, like Arjuna. He was
Very
in
good.
Yogamaya.
So what is the effect of Mahamaya? What do you get?
So we get all the miseries, Prabhuji, if I can say in one sentence, and
Kama Krodha.
Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. And
Yes.
in Yogamaya, it is all transcendental.
Rajo, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna
Yes.
is all Mahamaya.
Yes,
What is
yes,
Yogamaya?
yes.
What are the three components of Yogamaya?
Prabhuji, that I don't know, Prabhuji.
Amvit, Sandini and Hladini. Okay? Just three
Okay.
names you can remember.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yogamaya means what do you feel? You feel happy, you feel miserable.
Yogamaya means happy always.
And Mahamaya means miserable.
Always miserable. Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Prabhuji, Yoga Maya ka, can you repeat again 3 components, Prabhuji?
Samved, Sandhini, and Hladini. Existential potency, that's the principal potential of the Lord. Existential, that, just like we have Satchidananda, the corresponding in the spiritual platform is Sat, Samvit, Chit, Sandhini, and Ananda, Hladini. Okay. So Hladini potency, and Radharani, the personification of the Hladini potency. Radha Krishna Pranay Vikriti, Hladini Shakti Asma, she the Radha, Hladini Shakti of the Lord. Okay, so you got some mota. Great Acharya, they are under the influence of Yogamaya. They feel immense joy, unlimited joy in service to Krishna. Just like our mind is always attracted to sense objects and dragged by them, their mind is attracted by Krishna's lotus feet. This is the great Acharya Madhavendra Puri. He is the grand guru of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's guru is Ishwar Puri, his guru is Madhavendra Puri. Okay? Thank you. O Sinath Prita, this is the translation of those who are deluded, the great Sudha, under the protection of the divine nature, your mother Yashoda also. See, just like police will only catch criminals. So anytime you are feeling tension, what you should do? Stop being a criminal. Somebody was telling me, I have a lot of tension. As I stop being a criminal, that's all. Tension is only for criminals. Do you appreciate this point? See, police only catches criminals. Police doesn't catch gentlemen. So if Mahamaya is hitting you, then please stop doing wrong activities. Stop thinking wrong and stop doing wrong. Your anxiety will go away. We are the only cause of our own miseries. Our only enemy is our own mind. So therefore, stop being a criminal. Don't think wrong. Don't do wrong. Your mind will immediately be happy and peaceful. How is it? Isn't it a good solution? Oh, Vandana, Matana, you want to become a scholar now. I'll teach slowly, no? We have 5 levels. Huh? You all got attracted. I just opened by mistake in level 1. Little thing about Yogamaya. Okay, now let me continue, Vandana, later. So what happens is that let us understand where we are. This Yogamaya is long, far away from us. You can read a beautiful book called Nectar of Devotion, and you can read about different effects of Yogamaya. Okay, Vandana? You go to Veda Base, look at Prabhupada books, and locate book called Nectar of Devotion. So that will talk about the ripples and waves of Yogamaya. It's a beautiful book written in Sanskrit by Rupa Goswami, and Srila Prabhupada gave a translation of that. And then the original book was called Bhakti Rasa Amrita Sindhu, the ocean of pleasure of bhakti. And Prabhupada translated that book to Nectar of Devotion. Okay. So moment we have a criminal idea, the Yogamaya, Mahamaya catches and beats her. But those who are gentlemen, just like Mother Yashoda, Mahamaya never touches. So similarly, Arjuna on the battlefield, Mahamaya never touched him. He's a great servant of the Lord. His mind was only dragged by Yogamaya. So we should not comment on that. He is beyond our judgment. Satatam. And what happens when somebody in the Yogamaya? Satatam kirtayanteva is constantly chant the holy name of Krishna. Yatantascha dhridavrata. With great endeavor, he wants to serve the Lord. Namashanta tamam bhakta. He always offers obeisance to Krishna and becomes a devotee to the Lord. And he is engaged in that way. Nitya yukta upasate. He is engaged in worshipping the Lord in this way. You can see here, Srila Prabhupada has landed in England and he's opened, just installed the DT, Radha Landana Ishvara, and he's having a kirtana with his devotees.
This is the story of the Hare Krishna people.
Okay. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dhridavrata namasyantacha mam bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. Always chanting a glory, the endeavoring great determination, bowing down with these great souls, perpetually worship me with devotion. Look at them. This is very interesting. I'll tell you the story. What happened was that They had no idea what is sari, the girls. This is the beginning of the movement. But you can see the joy in their heart in chanting Hare Krishna. Look at how their mouths were open, hearing the Nama attentively. And they went out for Sankirtana. Okay, these are the first few followers. And then the boys bought dhoti for 4 meters, and the same cloth, you see there is no difference. The same cloth, the ladies cut a 6-meter piece they took out of it. So it became dhoti plus they got a sari and they got dhoti out of it. Very funny to see them similar dresses, because they didn't know. In India, ladies don't wear such dress. But this was like beginning, so you can see, but see their happiness in the face and the innocence is very sweet. They have the sincere desire to chant the holy name. Okay. But it is I am the ritual. Then Krishna talks about his glories more. I am the sacrifice. Because everything is Krishna in the one sense. In this world, there is only Krishna and his energies. So everything, all energies of Krishna are belong to Krishna. So they are also Krishna. Just like sunshine cannot be separated from the sun. You don't have to say sun will come. The sunshine will accompanying that. Offering to the ancestor, the healing herb, the transcendent chant. I am the butter and the fire and the offering. I am the father of the universe and the support and the grandson. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier and the syllable om. I am also the Rig, Sam, and Yajurveda. So basically, Krishna is everything. Pitaham asya jagato mata dhata pitamaha vedyam pavitram omkara Rig, Sam, or Yajurveda. I am the father of the universe, the mother, the support, the grandson. I am the object of knowledge, the purifier, the syllable om. I am also Rig, Sam, and Yajurveda. I am the goal, the sustainer, the master, the witness, the abode, the refuge, the dear most friend. I am the creation, the annihilation, the basis of everything, and the resting place and the eternal seat. O Arjuna, I control heat, rain, and drought. I am mortality. I am also the death personified. Both being and non-being are in me. 19. But those who study the Vedas, who drink the Soma juice, seeking heavenly planet, worship me indirectly. Many people are there. They don't understand this point that let us go to the spiritual world. They're more attracted to heaven, the big material pleasures. They take birth and planet to the Devatas and they enjoy godly delights. That's their life. They just go up and down. And Shine Punya Martolokam Vishanti. When the money gets finished, they come back. When Punya gets finished, they come back. When they enjoyed heavenly planets, they return to the mortal planet again. Thus, through Vedic principle, they achieve only flickering happiness. So most of the people, even getting the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita in their hand, they do not see it as a book for spiritual happiness or spiritual peace. They take it as a book for quick material enjoyment. So this is what they end up in, like a Ferris wheel going up and down. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana pariyupasate tesham nitya aviyuktanam yogakshema vaham. Ananyas chintayanto mam. This is, if you say the whole Bhagavad Gita is a garland, the 9th chapter is the locket. The main is the most beautiful chapter. And in that, there is a diamond called 22nd shloka. Very dear shloka to devotees. Krishna is saying, Ananyas chintayanto mam ye jana. Those who are constantly, without any diversion, ananya, no anya, without any diversion, engage in my worship. What do? I give what they lack and I protect what they have. Oof. Yoga Kshema. That's what Krishna does. Okay, so this is a very dear shloka to the devotees. Tesham nitya viyuktanam yoga kshema maham. Krishna takes care of his devotees. And they enjoy the master sacrifice. Therefore, those who do not recognize the true transcendental nature fall down. One offers me love and devotion, leaf, flower, fruit of water, I'll accept. It's a very famous shloka. Patram pusham phalam tomyam yom bhakta prachati. Okay, this is the famous shloka. Patram pusham phalam. So you can offer to the Lord patra pushpa, the leaf, one flower, one fruit, toyam, water. Yom bhakta, whoever offers to Krishna with love. Tatam bhakti upaharitam. So Krishna says, if it is offered with devotion, I accept. See how many times Bhakti, Asnami Prayatatmanaha, offered with devotion again. 3 times Bhakti. So when you make an offering to the Lord, you should do with devotion. Krishna is not interested in 100 items. He's interested in your genuine love and he accepts it. So that is the main component of the offering. And by offering to Bhoga to the Lord, gradually we enhance in our Bhakti by the blessings of Krishna. Yat karoshi yadashnashi yat juhoshi dadasi yat tapasya kante kurusham adarpanam. Whatever you do, Krishna is saying, whatever you eat, whatever you worship, whatever you dadasi give away, whatever tapasya do, Arjuna, do it for me. So Krishna is hungry for our love. Just like a father, and a child gives him a sweet. He says, my dear child, so nice. He's so hungry. So Krishna is also hungry for our love. He is fully satisfied, but still he wants to expand his happiness by our love. So Krishna is saying, therefore, whatever you do it through me. You want to do something, work for me. You want to eat something, eat through me. First offer me and then eat. You want to do yagna, do for me. You want to give some donation, give it to me. You want to do some tapasya, do it for me. So whatever you do, Krishna is saying, do it for me. And if you do this, that will be very nice. In this way, you'll be free from the bondage to work and auspicious result. With your mind fixed on me in this principle of renunciation, you'll liberate it and come to me. I envy no one. Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dvashyasi na priyaha. Very famous shloka. Take either this one or this one you take. Samoham, Krishna is equal to everybody. Sarvabhuteshu. Name dveshi, there is nobody who Krishna said, I am envious of anybody. When nobody is my special favor. I'm equal to everybody. But tu means but. If somebody worship me, I am in him and he is in me. So what is this? Krishna is partial? Yes. So isn't it wrong? No, it's not wrong, because that is natural. Just like there was one king, he said that I can't understand the shloka to his minister. The minister said, I'll teach you. So what happened next day when they were walking in the palace garden, there was a nice pond in the garden, huge pond. So what the minister did, as a matter of drama, he threw one person in the pond. It was all drama. So that person, when he fell in the water, started shouting, King, save me, save me, save me. So king immediately told his security guard, jump, yeah, save him. He jumped his hand and pulled him out. So thank you very much. Went away. Next day, as again drama was going on, when the king was walking in his garden near the huge talab pond, he threw his son. So save me, save me. King saw that and straight himself jumped into the water and pulled him out. So after that, minister said, aren't you partial? I understood what he said. He said, what is the difference? Why didn't he jump previous day? Because that was ordinary citizen. Here is my own son. So devotees are like sons of the Lord. They're very dear to the Lord. So Krishna takes special interest in his devotee. That is not partiality, that is natural. And Krishna's reciprocation to the devotees is on a spiritual platform, not on the mental platform. How can Krishna be equal to all, but at the same time be partial toward his devotees? Okay. Any questions on this point? Equal and partiality. Okay, so you all understood?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Apichedu sudaracharo bhajate mam ananya bhag sadhureva samantavya samagva visosaha. This shloka can be easily misunderstood. This chapter is very big. Each shloka has hours of discussion. So Krishna is saying, even if somebody has the most abominable activities, but if he is constantly engaged in devotional service to me, we should take him like a saint. So just like a mother has a small child, he's trying to walk in the beginning, the child falls on the ground. So mother, if somebody comes and makes fun of the child, or the mother will say, leave him alone. Just leave him alone. Why? The next shloka, Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma. Very soon, he will become a great soul. Shashwa Shanti Gachati, and he will achieve lasting peace. Kaunteya Pratij, Arjuna, go and declare, my devotee will never perish. So a devotee, when he's engaged in devotional service in the beginning stages, he may slip a little, but that shows he's not an advanced devotee, he's a neophyte. If you're slipping, that means regularly here and there you do sinful activities. That shows you're not an advanced devotee. Okay, but if you're an advanced devotee, you don't slip. You don't slip. So, but if you're slipping, you are not an advanced devotee. But Krishna is saying, still such a person should not be publicly ridiculed. Say, suppose somebody is coming to temple and is coming, following regulated principles, everything is going on nicely, is growing in Krishna consciousness, growing in understanding. And one day he went to his friend's place and they were all drunkards. He was also previously a drunkard, but I had given it up. But now in the bad company, he again started drinking. So what do you say? What do you say then? You should publicly now mock him, beat him, may put kala on his, sab kehta na wo, some black paint on his face, make him sit on a donkey and entertain whole village. See, that person was drinking. No, Krishna is saying, don't do that. Mistake everybody makes. But if he's engaged continuously in the devotion service, even though by mistake he did sudurachara, achar means good activity, durachara is bad, su is a very bad activity happened from him. But that person is incessantly engaged in chanting name of Krishna and serving Krishna in so many ways. Krishna says, don't make fun of him. Why? It shows he's a neophyte devotee, but still don't make fun of him. Why? Shipram, very soon he'll become a great saint. Such and he will achieve lasting peace. So Krishna is very merciful. He is encouraging us to advance the spiritual life. How beautiful this shloka is, but can be understood in a wrong way and misused. This is the last instruction of the Bhagavad Gita. Manmana bhavamata bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru. How do you do manmana? Manmana, always think about Lord. How do you do that? By chanting his holy names. So whatever condition of health you are in, don't stop chanting. Take a manmana. That is the manmana for us today. We can only do nama smarana in a present position. To do lila smarana, to do smarana by seeing him, that is not possible. But we can always chant the holy name of the Lord. Bhavamada bhakto, become the devotee. But once you chant the holy name all regularly, automatically heart becomes purified and bhakti comes out. Then you start worshipping the Lord, madhyaji, and then offer yourselves completely at the lotus feet of the Lord. Mam namaskuru. So Krishna is asking us to enhance our surrender, beginning with chanting the holy name Manmana. Kalyuga Manmana means Namasmarana. So if you do this, your spiritual consciousness will be purified, achieve all perfection. Mam eveshyasi, you will reach the supreme abode of the Lord because you are so dear to me. Atma matparayana. Done. So this chapter is finished. Anybody has any questions on this chapter? Difficult chapter, many big shlokas in this chapter. No questions. Manamana bhavamada bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Prabhuji, there is a question in chat.
Gundi, big question on Tulasi. Tulasi is a lot of details on Tulasi worship. Go to the Gunda conditionally. Yes. Sonali. Okay, your name is simple as Sonali. Big one is. See, there are a lot of details in worship of Tulasi. Simple thing is that we don't disturb her sometimes. So therefore, your father did not allow you. In Ekadashi, she is doing vrata. Sunday, she is on holiday. I don't know what is the reason for Sunday. So people keep developing some rules for worship. It's a great devotee to the Lord in the form of the plant. Okay? So there is nothing wrong. If father said, let us not disturb her on Sunday, let us give her a break on holiday. So don't disturb. What is that? It's a person. You are thinking it's a plant. Your father is thinking it's a person. Okay? So on Ekadashi day, she is also fasting like all of us fast. So don't disturb her that day. We don't like. Okay? See in that light.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Niti Mataji, yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, can you please explain the 9.34 shloka again, Prabhuji?
What is
Manmana.
Oh, that is the most. This shloka is so interesting. It is repeated 2 times in Bhagavad Gita. Manamana bhamadabhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru comes in the end of the Bhagavad Gita also. And the last shloka of the most important, most confidential knowledge. Manamana, you have to always remember the Lord. Okay? Now, how do you remember? Now, if I remember Nidhi, I can remember a face also because sometimes you switch on the camera. Correct?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji.
Nidhi.
Yes.
I know your name, Nidhi. So easy, first thing is the name of Nidhi. I may not have seen Nidhi, but I know your name. Okay?
Yes.
So
Yes.
first thing about God is his name.
Okay.
So there are various things about Nidhi. Her name, Nama, her Rupa, okay? Then your Gunas, then your Leela. There's so many Smarana I can do. Guna Smarana, Leela Smarana, Rupa Smarana, Nama Smarana, anybody, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And Vedas reveal God in all the features. In other religion, even name is not revealed as the way Bhagavad Gita reveals. But the name of Krishna is a personal name of the Lord. Now, if I say Nidhi, and I say, oh, human being, oh, Indian, what do you say? That's fine, all are true. But I'll be happy if you speak my name, Nidhi. Right?
Yes.
And your mother may have a name, Nidhu or something, very cute name, maybe something else. That is even more dearer to you. So the Krishna name is the name taken by Mother Yashoda. Akashiti iti Krishna. By your wonderful pastime, you attract me so much, therefore she calls him Krishna. Right? So
Yes,
that name is
Prabhuji.
most dearest to the Lord. So when you chant Hare Krishna, is very, very dear. In other religions, the Rupa, Leela is not revealed of the Lord. Therefore, they're not
Yes.
revealed. You don't hear about Ram Leela, Narsimha Leela, anything. No Leelas of the Lord are available. But that is on Vedas, therefore revealing much, much more, much, much more. But half knowledge is the dangerous thing. We don't study all that and get totally confused and make a khichdi out of it. Then better we didn't know.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That is a
Prabhuji.
mistake. So half knowledge should not be there. At least my request to all of you, you're all educated, intelligent people. Please try to read Bhagavad Gita. Now you see the list of books there. So many books are there. So on the top is Bhagavad Gita, the red book. But there are so many more books. So at least Bhagavad Gita you should read once. For any educated, bright person like you, 3 months will be enough. So every day you can read 10, 15, 20. There are 1,000 pages. So if you read 10 pages a day, 100 days, that means 3 months you can finish the book. Thoroughly you can study line by line. Okay. Do that. Then among all the manamana, best thing is Nama Smarana. Keep chanting the holy name of the Lord. Madhbhakto, if you do that, automatically heart will be purified by that vibration of the whole Lord's holy name, and you'll feel the Yogamaya will start touching the heart. Yogamaya, Mahamaya together don't touch the heart. Either Yogamaya touches or Mahamaya touches. Okay? Both don't touch together because there is no point in it. Either it's a criminal or it's not a criminal. You can need something in between. So therefore, Yogamaya touches the heart, you feel the joy of service to Krishna. But for that price you have to pay. Don't do any sinful activity. Don't indulge in intoxication, any relations outside marriage, with opposite sex. Don't gamble, don't do all the sinful activities. If you can avoid sinful activities and you can constantly chant the holy name of the Lord, you will actually understand what is Yogamaya. You will feel the grace of Mother Radharani. You will feel the grace. She gives you a lot of blessings when you live up your life and keep chanting the name. Hare Krishna, Hare, the very word is for Radharani. Oh, Mother, Radharani, Mother, please give me service of Krishna. Hey Radhe. We say the Radharani is you cannot go to Krishna without Radha. Just like always you see, very interesting, Lakshmi Narayana. Radha Krishna, Sita Ram. First is the consort, then is the Lord, always. So you cannot go to Lord Rama without blessing of Mother Sita. You cannot go, not allowed. No, gate first she has to open, then you can enter. So we pray Radharani to give me mercy of Krishna.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Krishna's
when Manmana happened, then Mad Bhakto happened, then Madhyaji happened, then Mam Namaskuru. Naturally flow. First thing is Manmana, and Manmana is Kalyuga, chanting the holy names. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, Lord Krishna's plenary expansions like Narasimhadev, Lord Ram, do they also have their separate planets, or they live in Vaikuntha's planet? I know, but where do they live? Like especially Narasimhadev, I'm interested in.
Okay. Anyway, the principle you understand first. That's a different. Points are different. Principle is that the Lord's incarnations are unlimited. Anna?
Right, Prabhuji.
Okay, unlimited incarnations of the Lord are there, and they are. See, very interesting thing is that even Leela in the metal world is also eternal. There are unlimited metal universes, trillions and trillions and trillions. So Krishna is born here and he does his Leela in Kamsa's house, and then he goes after some time, he kills Kamsa. Same time he appears in another universe. So the Leelas are eternally going on one universe to another universe to another universe. You got it? Just like sunrise. Now in India, it is 6 o'clock morning, but it's 6 o'clock after some time in Pakistan, then in Afghanistan, then in Iran, then in America. 6 o'clock, same 6 o'clock.
Yes.
Similarly, Krishna Leela also manifests on earth now, but after some time manifests in the other universe. It goes on, Nitya Leela, constantly.
Oh,
So even
okay.
Bhauma Leela is Nitya Leela. There can be an incarnation of the God which is in the material world at all the times. You got it?
Oh, okay.
Eternally going here, then just say we go to say Kumbh Mela. So when you go to the Kumbh Mela, government sets up a whole city Kumbh Mela time. They appoint district magistrate, they have police station. Isn't it true?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Isn't it true? The same way, when metal world is also like Kumbh Mela, big Mela. And after some time, everything is bound up. Suddenly nobody will be there, everybody is gone home. Same way metal world is also destroyed, pralaya, everything is destroyed.
Okay.
It's a temporary setup. So in this temporary setup also, certain incarnations of the Lord are eternal. They're coming here, then they're going there, they're going there, going there. Generally, Lord Rama has his own place, which is called Ayodhya Dham in the spiritual world. That is between Vaikuntha and Goloka. I didn't explain to you. Can I take liberty to explain today? Radha Govinda has a question. 2-9 sloka toward the devotees correct to connect Krishna, neutral, partial, restore. Avoid Krishna by not interfering in life and let us stay under the supervision of the impartial law of karma. When you try to love Krishna as a devotee, then he reciprocates by showering love on us and to take special care of us. Yes, Radha Govinda, it's very good understanding. Very good. Okay? Thank you. You're on the right track. So let me now show you something which I missed yesterday, which is called Goloka chart. Vedic cosmology in very, very basic terms. Okay, you'll all like to understand Vedic cosmology? Come.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Now here, the topmost part of the creation is called Goloka. Generally, people do not know about Goloka. Is also part of Vaikuntha, but it's a special place where nobody knows Krishna is God. Krishna makes devotee. That's a speciality of Krishna. He makes devotee in Vrindavan forget that he's God. In Mathura, to some extent, in Dwarka, to a large extent, people are aware that he is Supreme Lord. They're quite aware. But in Vrindavan, nobody knows. Mother Yashoda, you tell your son is God, she will laugh. What you're telling me? When a monkey is making noise, he comes running, Mama, Mama, and I protect him. He is God. What kind of God? She will not agree. You go to Nanda Maharaj, why do you every day scold him? He is a God. What kind of God? I have to teach him. He doesn't know anything. So Krishna in Vrindavan goes under the protection of his devotees. Therefore, that's the sweetest Leela of the Lord. And everybody enjoys Krishna Leela of Vrindavan, isn't it? They say Masar Kutike in Mangalore. Or in wherever you are, there will be some special functions on the Krishna Janmashtami. We do so much jhankiya, so many things. People love the childhood pastimes of Krishna. Okay? So all these various pastimes of Krishna, where devotees forget he's God by the God's will itself, that is in Vrindavan. And he makes even himself forget he's God, even though he's God always. Okay? So they are beautiful Leela. And among all the Leelas of Krishna in Vrindavan, the topmost is Madhurya Leela with Radha Krishna, assisted by the gopis. You can see these are 8 principal gopis. And then there are Gopas, and there are so many pastimes. Below Goloka is Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is also spiritual world. It is also totally 100% pure. But here, the two relations with the Lord are Shanta and Dasya. But you do not have opportunity to relate to the Lord in Vasalya. Madhurya is already occupied by Lakshmi. You are not allowed. And other Vasalya also no, keep a distance. And Sakya also no. Here is mainly Dasya and Shanta Rasa. Do you understand the 5 rasas? Does anybody know what is the meaning of the 5 rasas I'm telling you? Tanaya, can you explain what are the 5 rasas? Tanaya?
Sir, right now I don't.
Okay.
My son is also asking in between. I missed certain things.
Take it, Tanaya. See, there are Shanta rasa that like have your pets. See, life is for happiness, and happiness comes from relationships. And the minimum relationship is that what you have with your pets, where they cannot talk, You cannot communicate. They cannot do much for you, but they just wag their tail and you reciprocate their affection. Shanta. Dasya, servant, is more because he can talk, he can do more things for you, you can communicate with you. That is Dasya Rasa, servant. And then when a servant is serving the master with great affection, that is also very pleasing. Sakya, friend. The friend comes and shows affection. Oh, so wonderful. That is Sakya. Sakya is next rasa, friendship. And then after that is Vasalya, mother and child, mother Yashoda relation, so great. And still finally is Madhurya, lover. That's why Saj Boh serial will never end. Because Madhurya Leela is more stronger, Madhurya Rasa is more stronger than Vasalya Rasa, which no stepmother is ready to accept. No Sahas is ready to accept. Mere bete ko kha gayi. Arey, what kha gayi, Baba? That is Madhurya Rasa, which is more stronger than Vasalya Rasa. Therefore, your son forgets you and he's with the wife all the time. But you get irritated, you get jealous and envious and start the Sahas Bahu serial then. Endless serials. 1 million serials also goes on and people keep watching because every house that is going on. So Madhurya Rasa, Vasalya Rasa, Sakya Rasa, and then there is Dasya Rasa and Shanta Rasa. No, in Vaikuntha, what you have available is only Dasya and Shanta. Sakya, Vasalya and Madhurya, if you want to experience, you have to go to the Goloka. Because Krishna allows friendship on the same level. Krishna allows parenthood like Mother Yashoda. And Krishna allows Madhurya Leela, just like Radharani. Okay? But
I have a question.
Yes, Mataji, yes.
When it comes to you mentioned, no, like these, the miseries bestows on you when you have done something wrong. So when in my conscience, like I haven't poked anybody, but certain person, as per my understanding of
No, that may be the previous life or any life. It's not that immediate.
Somebody out of insecurity, as you mentioned, no, like there are some relations, somebody out of insecurity of losing somebody is inevitably, like there are proofs that creating lies and all, and you are in a situation that you're not finding a way out, even if dealing a thing properly, and then that person shows anger. So what kind of karma is that? Is it because of past life I'm suffering these kind of things in my environment, and then again if I'm going back to anger, so I'm recreating again negative karma, or like why I am suffering, right?
So, you first thing be very clear. There is nothing lamentable in God's kingdom. There is nothing lamentable. Somebody shouting at you, he is the immediate cause, not the real cause. Real cause is always your karma. Okay, I must have shouted at somebody last night. Now I'm getting it. Okay, fine. What is there? You're not the body, no? What is he shouting at? At the body. You're not the body. But you can very detached look at the whole fun. Okay, fine. The word goes on. Therefore, when spiritually somebody is advanced, he is not affected by honor or dishonor. That's the first symptom of a spiritually advanced person. When he's a neophyte, he's so much disturbed. I'm dishonored. He shouted at me. Therefore, spiritual advancement means Trinadapi sune chena tarorapi sahishuna amani namanadena kirtanaya sadahari. If you want to constantly chant the holy name of the Lord, you should become more humble than the blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. Give all respect to others, but don't expect any respect for yourself. Then with a cool head, we can peacefully chant. In this world, Vyavahara, nobody is perfect. Even we are not perfect in a Vyavahara. Every word we speak, do you think we don't make a mistake? We sometimes have a wrong choice of word. Sometimes we become more assertive than we should be beyond our limit. It does happen. So why do we ignore all that and do our business? See, when we have a serious business, we have to go back to Krishna Loka, the spiritual world. We don't get entangled in silly things in this world. At
the same time, when we refer to Mahabharata,
Mahabharata, please don't talk Mahabharata.
Okay.
You do not know what is Mahabharata. Don't talk about Mahabharata. Your Mahabharata is all rubbish TV serials. So don't talk about Mahabharata.
Okay.
Don't talk, please. You will talk because you cannot control your anger when somebody insults you. Therefore, you will say even Pandavas are all like that. Hai? And then you will go to Naraka. And I don't want to go to Naraka with you. Okay? That's what you will do. That's what you are about to do. Therefore, I stopped you. Take care. Do never bring great devotees of the Lord and the Lord on your platform. Neither you are on their platform, neither they should be dragged down to our platform. Krishna is saying repeatedly in Gita, Arjuna, you are so dear to me. And you have the audacity to question his character, isn't it? Rather, we should take his dust and try to improve. Our problem is when somebody points a mistake, we cannot accept it. Correct? That is our problem. So whenever there is any problem, we are the cause. Atmakritam vipakam. Tatya anukampama susikshimanaha. Always we should seek mercy of the Lord. My Lord, be merciful to me. Be merciful to me. Bhunjana atmakritam vipakam. Whatever we are in a situation today, it is my own sinful activities. Atmakritam. And I'll bear it. Hridvag vabubi vidadam namaste. And with body, minds, and word, constantly worship the Lord. This is what we should come to. That should be our target. Okay? If you have a great goal.
From past life also, karma?
Definitely. Why it will not come? See, Lord is not, the karma is attached to the soul, nothing to do with the body. Krishna knows his crooked person and he is taking us through different experiences to reform us. He knows best. Don't question why Krishna you did this. Don't worry about that. My Lord, how do I take full benefit of the situation you have brought to me? How do I react to this? You guide me in that. But don't challenge, why did you bring this situation to me? That is his prerogative. No, he is in control. So just like you're watching a movie, you have no control. Pat movies are coming in front of you, but you have a control on how do you respond. So Krishna, how do I best respond so that I can pass the test that you have given me? This experience you brought in front of me today, sometimes you bring happy experience, sometimes painful experience. But I know it is for my good only you're doing this. But now guide me how to take full benefit of the situation you brought in front of me. Okay, so situations are coming. God knows. He knows you very well. He has seen you for trillions of births. He knows exactly. So he creates a situation in front of you so that I can take some good lesson and become, it's like he doesn't force anybody into surrendering to him. But he keeps creating situation by which at the end, just like Arjuna after hearing Bhagavad Gita, what he said, Karishe vachanam tava. Krishna, I will just obey every word that you say. That's what Arjuna said. Karishe vachanam tava. And we have not said that. And we think we are on the platform Arjuna. Karishe vachanam tava. Krishna, I'll just obey you. So we should come. So many experiences in life come. Finally, we said, yes, Krishna, I'll just obey what you say. Okay. So obeying of Krishna means first follow all the rules and regulations very strictly. Chant the holy name of the Lord, then heart gets purified. Okay. Okay, chalo. So this was Vaikuntha. Now below Vaikuntha, I was explaining, this is the creation. So this is here, Krishna expands to Balaram, here it is not mentioned here. And Balaram expands to 4 parts, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudeva. You can see this 4. They're called quadruple forms. And then Sankarshana expands to, somebody is asking Ayodhya, it is there, Ayodhya Dham, because in Goloka Krishna is 2-handed, Vaikuntha is 4-handed. So Ayodhya is something similar to Goloka, but Lord Rama doesn't allow that much intimacy, that much Krishna allows. So we have kept it between Vaikuntha and Goloka. Here Narayana, there is some distance between Narayana and the devotee. You cannot sit on the back of Narayana. You cannot do, like you cannot sit on the back of Narasimhadeva. You cannot do that. You have to maintain a respectful distance. With Krishna, you can sit on his back and play with him. He allows that. So there is some respectful distance kept here. And here Narayana is from this Sankarshana. He expands to Narayana. And Narayana again expands to Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasudeva. 4. Again, second set of quadruple forms. And this Sankarshana, second Sankarshana, also known as Mahasankarshana, expands to Mahavishnu, also known as Karnodaksha Vishnu. Now, Karnodaksha Vishnu, from the pores of his body, universes are coming out. He does the creation, first creation. Brahma does secondary creation. Originally, first, Vishnu does creation. And from his eyes, he takes a decision that all the people in the spiritual world who are not inclined to serve the Lord should be given a chance to be independent. So that is what we are all here. And he gives birth to us through his eyes. You see, unlimited living entities. Rama Devi, Lakshmi understand the intention of the Lord. The Lord wants the creation of metal world again, and she expands to Durga. And the unlimited living entities are given birth in the womb of Durga, and between comes one form of Vishnu, which is called Shiva. So Shiva is almost Vishnu. You know that Durga's husband is Shiva, not Vishnu. So Shiva comes actually, and he is going to give birth to the living entity in the material world. Shiva and Vishnu, there is a very slight difference. Like milk turns into curd. It is curd at the same time. Milk is different, no? So that is Shiram Yathada Divikara Vishesha Yoga. Okay, another big topic, Shiva Tattva. Now the living entities, now Brahma, where does Brahma come? Wait still. So Mahavishnu transformed to each universe which he has created from the pores of his body. Just like we have sweat coming out. Imagine how big is Mahavishnu. The universes are coming out. Universes are covered by Mahatattva, part of metal energy, as his different layers are formed. 7 layers are formed here. Okay, now here the Lord enters, Kanudaksha Vishnu enters as Garbhodaksha Vishnu inside every universe he created. And from his navel, Brahma is born. And the Brahma does the work of secondary creation. Now, Garbhodaksha Vishnu has one more expansion called Shirodaksha Vishnu. It is him, Devata approach for prayer. He stays at Dhruvaloka. That's all. He's also known as Paramatma inside everybody's heart, and parallelly is present in Dhruvaloka. So these are all different manifestations of Vishnu. Any question on the Goloka chart?
Prabhuji, where is Lord Narsingha Dev's place, Prabhuji? Lord Narsingha
In
Dev.
Vaikuntha, definitely you have to search in Vaikuntha. Can you see that?
Yes.
In Narsimha here, can you see my this finger?
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Narsimha, all the Dashavataras are here.
Okay.
Generally, but people say Vishnu Dashavatara, but Vishnu is here and they are higher. So they are always present in Vaikuntha. The Dashavataras are always present. They appear sometimes whenever the need is there. So it's not at that moment it is created. Like some people say, why you chant Hare Krishna first? Because Rama appeared first. Hana? Rama is always in the spiritual world here. He's always there. It's not that he's born at Treta Yuga. He's eternally there. In fact, very interesting thing, when Lord Rama came at his palace, already Ram, Lakshmana, Sita were already being worshipped. Because Surya Vamsha, they know who's Lord Rama. They're always, Krishna came, already Krishna was being worshipped before he even came. So Shastra is revealing about Krishna anyway. And it's not the Lord Rama comes only once, he keeps coming, no? In Treta Yuga, it keeps coming, Krishna keeps coming in Dwapara Yuga. Okay?
Okay, Prabhuji, one last question. What is the Sadashiv Loka and Mahakaladama? Why this is all lighted? Half light, half dark.
Enough, no? Baba, level 2, level 3 maybe hai na. We look confused ho jayenge. ठीक है? Okay, if you okay, I'll tell you something. We have made a video of this. If you want to understand Goloka chart, one thing you can order. It's a huge chart, 4-5 feet. And you can order, you can stick in your home, it will be very beautiful. And you can tell everybody, you are here, you have to go here, isn't it? Why don't we talk about it at our home, Vedic cosmology? That will be nice. That is one part.
Yes, Prabhuji.
The second part is that we have made videos for you, 4-hour video. Okay? I can just show you. You can, anytime, any one of you are interested, you can see. This is my colleague actually. We told him to do. He is the one who designed this chart when he printed it. Okay. And this is called Goloka chart and Gokul Chandra. Can you see that?
Yes.
Can you see that? All of you are able to see Gokul Chandra. Okay. So please see, there are 4 lectures of 1 hour each, and you will be able to understand the full chart word by word. Okay. And those of you who would like to study it very minutely, have at your place, you can order with us, we will send you. Okay. We mass printed it, so we have stock of that.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So you are interested about the Sadashiva Loka. See, Lord Shiva has 3 aspects: Sadashiva, Shambhu, and Rudra. All ears, whatever ears. As Sadashiva, He is Vishnu only. There is no difference between Sadashiva. Oh, my ears. Where are my ears? So this much is enough now. Okay.
He has as many.
So
good
you
as
can
Vishnu, 64.
study in the chart. He'll explain very nicely. Huh? He
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay.
Shiram yatha dadipikara vishesha yoga sanjayate nahi tatha pratikasti hetu yashambhutam apitada samupeti karyat govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami. Just like milk turns into curd, Lord Vishnu turns into Shiva. It is milk is curd, but at the same time, milk and curd are different. Correct? You cannot make milk out of curd, but milk can be converted to curd. Isn't it difference? Isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And milk
How
and
many-
curd are different.
How many qualities are the Shiva and how many in 64? No, in Vishnu and 16.
अरे बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है, धीरे धीरे समझो. अभी इतना 64 qualities are fully manifested in Lord Krishna. Narayana exhibits 60 qualities, Shiva 55, and we can maximum exhibit 50. How do you know all this?
Prabhuji, I am in level 2 actually, but I wanted to do your class.
But you are confusing by your advanced knowledge. You are confusing everybody, huh?
Sorry,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
I will show you. Can you all see everybody? Because you asked this question. So these are the 50 qualities that even we can have: to be religious, to be heroic, to be gentle, to be liberal, to be pure, to be genius, to be fluent. We also have that to some degree. Krishna has these 50 qualities unlimited. Okay. Then comes Lord Shiva. He has 55 qualities. He is changeless. We are not changeless. He is all cognition. We don't know anything. He is ever fresh. He is Sachidananda Vigraha. And he possesses all mystic powers. That is Lord Shiva. Then Vishnu shows 5 more qualities. He has inconceivable potency, uncountable universe are generated by Vishnu. He is the original source of all incarnations and giver of salvation. When Vishnu kills somebody, he gets moksha and he attracts even liberated soul. But Krishna shows even 4 more qualities that even Vishnu does not show. And what are they? He is a beautiful pastime. Bala Leela of the Lord, amazing sweet pastime. Vishnu, you have to keep a distance, but Krishna allows intimacy and then sweetness comes. He is surrounded by, for these pastimes, Krishna is surrounded by amazing devotees, very, very advanced devotees. Okay, and Krishna plays flute. You'll not hear Narsimha Deva, even Lord Rama, nobody played flute. And when Krishna plays flute, everybody almost faints. Why? Anybody knows why when Krishna plays flute, everybody faints? They go mad. What is this flute sound? Anybody knows what Krishna expresses? See, when an artist makes a painting, he expresses his heart. True? When singer sings, he expresses what is the heart of Krishna that comes out, that people almost faint. All the Devi Devatas, all living entities, all animals, birds, something happens to them. They go mad. They just close their eyes and tears flow from their eyes like torrent of rain. What is Krishna expressing in the flute sound? His love for all the living entities. Correct? He's the Supreme Lord. Just like a mother, when she expresses love to you, don't you sometimes start crying? Isn't it?
Yes,
I could not
Prabhuji.
sleep for so many days, because you are not well. My God, so much somebody loves me, isn't it? You get shocked. And imagine Krishna, who is the originator of your soul. Mother is the originator of body, but bodies keep changing birth after birth. Krishna is the origin of the soul, correct? Mame Vamsha. You are part and parcel of Krishna. And his love is unlimited, so intense. Millions of birth, you speak against him, still he doesn't mind. He keeps supplying you water, sun, heat, light, food, everything. You don't care for him. You keep giving bad names, still he keeps feeding you. He cannot leave you. So when you experience love of Krishna, which comes out through the playing of flute of Krishna, people just close their eyes and just cry. All the devatas, Indra, everybody, they close their eyes, just intense love of Krishna. We cannot even imagine when the people can even feel the drop of love of the Lord, they become mad. And just imagine when Krishna plays flute, what he expresses out? His love for all the living entities. Mame Vamsha. Krishna said, they're all my part and parcel. And therefore, Krishna's flute is very unique. And he plays flute. It's not like you can have a bouncer in a wooden thing and make some sound. That's all okay. But it is not Krishna's flute. Krishna's flute means his heart comes out. And his heart is full of intense love for all the living entities. Therefore, anybody experiences the love of God, he just becomes mad. And finally, Lord Krishna's wonderful excellence, beauty, which cannot be rivaled, even by Vishnu. Krishna's beauty surpasses even Vishnu. Therefore, anybody who saw him just fainted by seeing Krishna's beauty. My God, how somebody can be so beautiful. True. Even in the battlefield, he was looking like a 16-year-old boy. He was not having old and Arjuna, you can do. No. He was sitting like a young boy in front. Even though age-wise, he was 90-year-old. He had children, great children, grandchildren at home. So Krishna's body is not material, it is totally spiritual. Therefore, he shows amazing quality. Hare Krishna, Rameshwar Naik ji, so nice to have you patiently listening. Did you have anything, any query? You are elderly, respectful gentleman. Yeah, you're muted. You have to unmute yourself.
Because whenever I about to complete the class, I think, yes, I have learned a lot. Second day when the begins, again it starts that I have not learned anything. So just now you have displayed the 64 qualities of the Krishna. So I was requesting that if you can display from 1st to 24, because I have taken the other one screenshot.
Oh. Okay, here it is. Okay.
64.
Hare Krishna, bro. Hare Krishna.
Okay, if you want to read, there is a book we have. I'll show you the
Prabhu.
book now. That
Yeah,
book,
I'll take that book. I like to have that book.
No, you can read it. It's all books we have online free. See, there is a book, online source called Veda Base. Can you see that?
Yeah, Veda Base, I know, Prabhu.
All books are there. Now, you in that, click all books here. You will see that book. Look for a book called Nectar of Devotion.
Okay, oh yeah, yes, Prabhu. Okay.
Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Devotion, Here it is. In this book, go to 64 qualities of Krishna. I think chapter number 31 for the symptoms of transcendental. See, beautiful. Somebody was talking about Yogamaya. You wanted to know? Please read this book. Can you see that? Ecstatic love, ecstatic love stimulation. 64 further trace qualities of Krishna. Can you see the qualities of Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. Chapter 21.
These qualities. Now, when you go in these qualities, they have taken the 64 qualities. And in each quality, they're explaining each quality by one pastime. How beautiful it is. From Shastra.
Yes.
Okay, so you can read beautiful bodily features and read about one pastime. Okay, let me just read you. Any comparison to the different parts of the Lord body to different metal object cannot factually be a complete comparison. Ordinary person cannot understand how exalted are the bodily features of the Lord are simply given a chance to understand by material comparison. Okay, there is nothing as beautiful as the Lord, so it is whatever you use to compare it is just for understanding. It is said that Krishna face is as beautiful as the moon, his thighs are as powerful as the trunks of the elephant, his arms are as just like two pillars, his palms are expanded like a lotus flower, his chest is like a doorway, his hips are like dens, and middle of a body is terrace. Auspicious characteristics. The certain characters, different limbs are like considered very auspicious and fully present. Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
This is now being taken the pastime. This boy has reddish luster in 7 places, the eyes, ends of his eyes, so nicely explained. Krishna is very pleasing. And then again, some pastime of the Lord. Krishna is effulgent. Again, the pastime of the Lord. Krishna is strong. My dear friends, when Krishna killed Arishtasura, Gopi said, my dear friend, just see how Krishna has killed Arishtasura. Although he was stronger than a mountain, Krishna plucked him up just like a piece of cotton and threw him away without any difficulty. See, there is a pastime to explain how he is so strong. There is another passage, my dear devotee of the Lord Krishna, may the left hand of Lord Krishna, which has lifted Govardhana hill like a ball, save you from all dangers. So nice. So you really enjoy reading this book. lot of books are
Hare
there.
Krishna Dandavat Pranam, because I got a lot of information now, because I think whether I have
You can
to
read this book, read any book you read from beginning, so that
Okay.
everything is properly established.
Correct.
Prabhuji, I have not completed Gita, so can I directly? I'm on 16th chapter. Then I can jump to Nectar of Devotion, Prabhuji, right away.
No problem. You can read. It's like sugar candy. Anywhere you eat it, it's very tasty. Don't worry. You can read. No problem. It's a very advanced book, but read it carefully. Acharya is guiding you. Okay?
Right, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everybody. So we close today.
Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Steve, for patiently listening. Vancha kalpatarubhascha kripa
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namah.